Right, you lot. So, I'm back. Your favourite dustbin rat, your favourite rubbish trash can rat is going to bring you guys some scrumptious content today. But today, before I start this video, I just want to say that anyone with this suit maker just tend to be shit people. It's almost like a red flag for people to know how you're an awful person. But anyway, what is the crack today, guys? We're once again speaking about the fandom's antics on Twitter, and in the most recent thing that's been going on with an individual named a real son of a buck, or bucket. Another deer fursuiter who's being a dickhead. It's almost like all of them are. I should really make a bingo card. Let's get started. Personality. Same copy pasta suit. Dildo from Bad Dragon that's been moulded and modelled on actual animal penises. Jesus, it's almost as if they've hit a fucking home run. Yes, that's a real thing, look it up, I'll be making a video on it soon enough, but this person tweeted out, looking for a girlfriend, as if he's Chris Chan posting shit in the library.
Catch all power. Pew!
While posing in his father's gym. At least be like my man Kirk Escobar and post in Planet Fitness.
Damn, boy, he's thick, boy! That's a thick ass boy! Damn!
Because we all know your ass walked in there to take that photo and leave. There's no way you ever use that thing. I'd say your father does, but not you. It also kind of really seems weird that you post about it's my dad, when it's clear you had no actual father figure, and even if you did have a father figure, generally he seemed like a weak one if he taught you to hate as your first response to everything. But what prompted the entire fandom to dogfile, rightfully so, on this incel looking for a girlfriend? Well, it is in fact that he abused individuals in the comments of his original tweet where he was looking for a fucking girlfriend. Not only that, but then when in the comments he would look for specifically trans people and purposefully misgender them in an attempt to demean them. He's also got a don't tread on me flag, so you can tell that he's a fucking edgelord. He also has room temperature IQ by just the look of that flag. And it's another red flag in people is if you're about to get banged by a fucking man and you can tell that they're extremely unintelligent and uninformed on their views if you look on their wall and see a don't tread on me flag. Before we get into reading the general views on this entire thing, you don't have to date anyone you don't want to, and genital preference isn't transphobic. I could hear all the right-wing, sister fucking school shooter loving hillbillies just cheered for glory when I said that, but there's commas in that sentence. It's not transphobic until you make it trans, which is exactly what this incel did in this case, purposefully shaming people and calling them by the gender they no longer wish to be called by, as is fully transphobic. And for people who are saying that, no, you're just really stupid. People now have resorted to claiming that the trans community in the furry fandom is forcing him to date a trans woman, which nobody is. No one's saying that he has to date trans women. We're just saying don't be a dickhead and be transphobic as your first response to people. He didn't have to respond to these people, or he could have just said, oh sorry, I'm not interested. But he went above and beyond to be transphobic to these people. They clearly just can't read, because the entire issue we're speaking about is how he was so openly transphobic, and now he's ruined his chances of actually getting a girlfriend that can actually be proud of him and show him on her social medias. Any female furry with a sizable following that posts about her relationship with him is essentially social suicide. All he's going to be left with is Sally Slobberjaw, the Peace Wolf knockoff that'll leave him for Jason effects after she gets addicted to heroin. I personally think that the only reason he wants a girlfriend is so he can be like his hero, guys. It's just, this is a beautiful dream. He's trying to be like his hero, Steven Crowder, the family man who threatened to beat up his pregnant wife. Come on, guys, can't a guy dream? Like, just let him dream.
Okay, I love you, but Steven, your abuse is sick. Your abuse
Watch it.
is sick.
Watch it. Put up the medication as well. No, you take Betty.
But let's begin. So here's what he actually said to the other trans woman who responded. Mama L commented, "Hey," and they responded with, "You're a dude," and many other things along the way. But we've seen here where, like, or maybe it's the transphobia holding you back, just saying. And then he responds with, "I like my women like I like my beer, without a penis. That's why you drink 20 quid or 20 pound, 20 fucking US dollar stuff that's bottled in the same or done in the exact same brewery as Bud Light, but we'll go off. We'll let you go off with that one." So he told an individual, as I mentioned, Mama L, "You're a dude," went on many tangents response to the rightful outrage, saying dumb shit like I mentioned. I like my women like I like my beer, without a penis. Bro, are you 50 years old? Literally. You're going senile at 25. Well, clearly you do have a love of horse dicks since you bought a bad dragon. And I'm not even just talking about the bad, like the dildo itself. If you support that company, clearly you know what. But we won't get into that. You could have easily ignored the trans people and go for the cisgender women in the fandom, but you went above and beyond the limit to actually hate on trans people who were responding, showing all the cis women why they shouldn't date you. Who would want a beta male who gets scared and hateful of basic change and supports a party of actual pedophiles? With this political stance, he's definitely voting Republican. Now, let's just take a look at some of the best, the chads, the giga chads that actually respond to them. So here we have Giga Chad, who is a fat brony that has a fetish for child ponies.
Nice rhymes, man.
Definitely someone you want to associate with. Not only that, but people look at the fact that you follow Diesel Raccoon, which is just a walking L in itself. This is the type of people that he looks up to.
Body will literally tell you what it needs. All you have to do is listen to it.
Go fuck some bitches, nigga. Damn.
I'm trying.
I actually love that fucking second video too much, but regardless, you've essentially scared away all of the hoes from the location, my friend. This is exactly why nobody wants you. But right now I want to show a few things that people have said in responses. The first thing comes from a British person, so their opinion should just be rejected right out the gate, Justin Malayas, a British person, this fine person as I mentioned, says that they're a bad joke emporium. I more so think you're just a bad dad, much like Steven Crowder. Okay, I need to stop to these jokes. But basically, he made a Ben Shapiro meme, a very redundant meme, not even just a dad meme, just a meme that'll make the room go silent on you if you show them it. Regardless, he said this to a person who commented. We'll read out the full conversation. Mizuki responded with, it's valid in case of genital preferences in a choice, but I believe he was being rude to the people in question when he would rather ignore them. Justin responds with, can't really comment on that. I haven't noticed him being overly rude. There was just a reply with over 300 like calling him a transphobe being pretty stupid. It's the way he would respond to trans people saying you're a dude in a very rude and insulting way, to something people will naturally be sensitive about, but genital preference isn't transphobic. He responds with, I disagree. They know full well he wasn't talking about them. He said girlfriend, that includes trans people, dumb fuck. They chose to push themselves into a situation to make him uncomfortable. That's not true. He said girlfriend, that includes trans people, you dumb fuck. Especially in a community or a fandom that is hugely LGBTQ positive and supportive. What the fuck is wrong with you? That was already very rude of them. Saying, I said a girl, you're a dude, is a valid response. No, it's not. They didn't even say, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Are you dumb? Do you not understand the community you're in? So, I responded saying, he would purposely misgender them and actively view content from trans creators just to comment transphobic stuff on it, which he did. So after me showing him and linking to a tweet with all the evidence there, I was blocked. So when this person says, I haven't noticed him being overly rude, they block in order to keep themselves in that echo chamber where they have the superiority. It's frankly really disgusting and really stupid, and we've seen this a lot with British people in general, is that American brain rot politics have been seeping in and turning people at the age of 25 senile, and clearly this is a case of it, like early onset dementia. So my bottom line and final conclusion to this entire video is that genital preference is fully valid, but if you go out of your way to comment on the fact that someone is trans, to mock them and be openly transphobic, then you are going to be called out, rightly so. But regardless, friends, enough Twitter incels for today. I need to sleep. One final note, listen to the song Bella Ciao. It's a very, very good song about anti-fascism, and I feel it fits perfectly with this entire situation.